Well, we wanted to give you some grand ideas about some of the focal points in the garden, conifers, the evergreens, and Cindy Townsend is here. Cindy, there are so many different options, different colors, textures, varieties, but they really can be the foundation, can't they?
Absolutely. They can be the foundation or the focal point of the garden, just however you choose to use it. And I'm going to show you the whole spectrum of that.
Well, this is the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, right?
Absolutely. That's what people come in
cedar.
and ask for. It's your regular. This is typical. You see this in a lot of different yards, the blue atlas cedar. The key behind the blue atlas cedars is drainage. You know, just make sure they don't really like the clay soil, so you're going to have to do some amendments, berm them up. Just think about how they would be on a mountainside, and you're there. You're ready to go.
And don't you think, too, that people need to be aware? I've seen them planted really close together sometimes, and as they mature, I know that they're fairly slow growing, but as they mature,
they start growing in together.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if you want to see that branchy character of them, then you will go a little bit further apart. Yeah. Or if you want the woodsy effect, then you're going to go closer together. Sometimes people get the blue atlas cedar too close to the house, but there's a horseman's blue atlas cedar that you can use. It's a dwarf variety, only gets 8 to 10 feet tall and 4 to 6 feet wide. So that's an option for you. And there's even columnar blue atlas cedars. There's just everything. Weeping blue atlas cedars. So you can really choose what you want to use for that area.
Which is why you need to come here and talk to people like you who know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
And read the tags.
Absolutely.
This is fantastic.
This actually, you can hardly see because it's got all this new growth coming out that's kind of green. But this is actually a feeling blue Deodora cedar.
Wow.
And it's actually more of a shrubby type, ground covery type.
And it's pretty soft, too.
Absolutely. I love it. I love the feeling blues. And this one we've done, it's been grafted into patio tree form, so you can have some flowers and stuff below that and use it in a container or use it in the beds. This is another feeling blue that's been trained a little bit differently. This one they started at the ground and allowed the branches to weep down and got a little bit of a tree form out of it. So, and this is not going to get very tall because it's a shrub that's being trained. So you can pretty much use this wherever, whenever, you know, as a focal point for your garden or in a container once again.
Full sun?
Full sun, well drained.
Okay.
Well drained does not mean it doesn't like water. It means that water needs to flush on through. That's what that means. Now this is one of my favorite junipers. This one's called Dobbs Frosted. And yes, this whole thing is the juniper. It gets about a foot tall and it has a really nice flat character to it.
That's one plant?
That's one plant.
Wow.
And look, we always talk about...
That's a lot of bang for the buck right there.
Well, we always talk about doing a little bit of contrast. So you've got this type of foliage with the gold colors with your Deodora longer, softer foliage. And there we have beautiful contrast in one space without any flowers.
And 12-month interest.
Yes,
love it.
Absolutely. And then behind it, we've got another type of Deodora cedar. This one's Feeling Blue, or Sanders Blue, I'm sorry. This one's Sanders Blue. And you can see the blue hues in it, and then you can see that new growth coming out. Now this one will get to be a tree form, you know, maybe 15 feet tall, not super wide, maybe 8 to 10.
It looks a little bit like a blue atlas, except a little bit
thicker.
A little thicker, yeah.
And the needles on it are a little bit longer, so it's a little bit softer. Now what I've created here, Jennifer, I want you to kind of take note, is when you do these kind of real natural types of landscape, you need to build a berm for drainage. There's your given. And so then it's nice to put a boulder in there to just kind of bring that rocky feeling to it or mountainous feeling to it.
It looks fantastic. And what I love is that you've got the knockout roses, and then you've also got the grass to the side, which creates all kinds of texture and interest during the year. This is fantastic.
Well, and the funny thing that I like to do with the boulder is I like to pull the grass in, and I want the grass to barely touch the boulder.
Right.
I just want it to kind of brush on it. I don't want it to hide it, just kind of soften it up and make it a little bit softer looking.
It's great.
Over here, we've got a standard Deodora. This is just a regular Deodora, or actually this one's gold cone. I'm seeing the golds in it now. This is gold cone, and it's a little bit more narrow, shorter gold colors. And then over here, we cannot forget the junipers. The junipers are a mainstay for Oklahomans. This one over here is a Taylor's. It's very, very columnar, almost gives you Italian cypress look. If you don't want to go fully green, then you can add a little bit of blue with the blue arrow. Again, very columnar and tight. Or you can do the gray gleam, which gets a little bit chubbier. It's a little bit wider, but it has really really good depth of blue to it, and it's slow. So you can put this in containers or by the house. Over here is one of my favorites. This is Hollywood. This is one whole juniper right here. We use that a lot for windbreaks, or just if you want a little bit of character. It gets like candelabra arms to it. Very irregular and very Hollywoodish, I guess. I like it. I like it a lot. This is another Dobbs frosted juniper. Now we saw the low one that hadn't been grafted up. This one's been grafted up, so you've got that small patio tree form. So very, very tough and great colors of yellow. Arizona cypress is also amazing for us, for Oklahomans. And this happens to be a gold one. There's also blue. And very aromatic. It's like Christmas with that. Now over here, I've got...
Now this is a hair day right here.
Yeah, that's my bad hair day. I do love that because 90% of the time I'm having bad hair. And it's got the gold hues to it. The neat thing about these are arborvitaes. They're Thuja occidentalis. And these are the ones that when the other arborvitaes took a hit from the heat, these never blemished. They never scorched or took a hit or went weak or anything. You know, this one's Rheingold where it's in a ball, patio tree ball. My bad hair day, patio treed up. Or if you're doing a border or something like that or want to make a little bit of a screen, you can do this one. And then we've got our pines, and pines, of course, are conifers. The loblolly is amazing, and this one, people don't know as much about the Bosnian pine. And the Bosnian pine is one that's very, very, very dark green, slow growing. If you read it on the internet, it'll say 40 to 100 feet or something like that. For Oklahoma, no, it's not going to happen. And the only conifer that's not evergreen is the bald cypress. Again, you can do it weeping, you can do it columnar, or you can do it in tree form.
It likes a lot of water, doesn't it?
They do like water, but they're also very drought tolerant. A lot of people don't know that they can withstand really long periods without water. They're the best type of thing for survival. The bald cypress is the epitome of a survival tree.
So good drainage is imperative.
Yes.
But you can get 12-month interest, and it can survive the Oklahoma droughts, the heat, the water, you name it. There are so many options here at TLC, so thank you for showing it to us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.